So here's a video of just the Ram 350 3500 Dually. As you can see, I'm just showing you guys the box here. So ages 3 and up, 2 riders, 12 volt from Kidtrax, and for the girls. It's a very big one, you can tell. And I'm just going to show you all the box and everything that comes with. Just kind of pan around the box to get an idea there. So direct connect, from what I can tell, is battery charge. This means, here's a picture of it. Just basically you can directly charge straight to the vehicle. So I don't think the battery is removable for charging purposes. But apparently you need the whole vehicle together in order to charge it. I haven't put this together yet also, just showing you guys a box and everything around it. And then periodically as I'm setting this up, like I've done before, I'll show you guys bits and pieces of that and maybe some words of wisdom that I learned. Let me flip this around. That I learned while putting this together. So that is the box. So here's everything taken out of the box. You can look at the Longhorn grill there. It's pretty nice looking. And as you can obviously tell, this is meant for girls. Unless you have a boy that prefers the color pink. I probably wouldn't get this for a boy unless that was his favorite color. And you can see here, this is the other part of the vehicle, front part, the rear. And these are the tires. These tires are huge. They're big tires. This is the single rear, and this is the dually. Dually's pretty big. It's a pretty big size tire. Don't exactly have the dimensions for you, but I just want to show that to you guys, how big that is, if you can tell. And of course, it has like the plastic little hubcap around it. But pretty big tire. And so we'll just start putting this together. This first shot here is the instructions for the charge of the battery. I know sometimes you guys have questions about that. So it says you must charge a 12 volt battery for a full 14 hours prior to use. And of course, it says there from anywhere from 10 to 14 hours. And this bottom number here, probably most important, at least 14 hours, but no more than 24 hours. So if you're building this for somebody for their birthday, something you kind of want to keep in mind is that you want to make sure you have at least 14 hours allocated for charge before its prior use. So you may have to build it the day before, let it charge overnight, whatever the case is, so that way for their birthday, it's ready to go. And then this is just, again, a schematic picture showing you where the charge is at. And as I mentioned earlier, it looks like you're going to have to keep it in the vehicle and charge the vehicle, or charge it up with it in the vehicle, and you can't remove the battery to charge. So getting started here, just want to give you another piece of advice. Make sure you have a nice soft fabric to put under the body of the truck, so that way you're not scratching around anywhere. And as you can see here, it's got some little workout mats. Put 6 of them together, and that provides a nice little soft surface, so I'm not scratching up the body or under the axles or anything like that. So I just want to give you guys a little pro tip here. When you are installing little lifts for the back of the bed so they can flip the bed up and down, when you have it installed, you want to make sure the bar is first facing towards the actual bed of the truck. And then if you look here, they have these 3 screws, which can be incredibly difficult to install. So what I recommend for you to do is first go ahead and take the screws and put them into the holes. And then you place the little hydraulic down into the bed. That way all you have to do is take your screwdriver, go in there and screw the screws in. It's a lot easier that way. They also do recommend a magnetic screwdriver for this one back here, because it's kind of difficult to do with the elevation here. And I would also recommend that as well. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, it's a lot easier to put this screw in before you actually set it into the bed of the truck. So just a little advice for you. Just real quick, I wanted to show you guys under the hood, when you're putting in the steering hook, make sure that you actually slide it first through the second one. Okay, not this first one, but the second one. And it's gonna hook all the way down to the bottom floor, come out through the front. And then once you push it down, then it locks in place. So another tip for you is when you're installing the steering wheel, Notice here you actually have the guide through. You want to be able to keep it there. And so one of the best ways to keep that there when you have it upright, so you look here, I just put like a floor mat or any type of mat or some type of stack. And I took the cardboard that came with it to hold this part up. So now if this part held up, it's not going to push down on me. So now I can install the steering wheel without having to worry about it going up and down. So there's this little feature I want to show y'all that here it has the safety to where it only goes up to 2.5. But if you remove this screw here, then it will let it go up to 5 miles an hour. So it's a little safety screw. If you're worried about your kid going too fast, you leave it in. If you think they can handle it, take it out. So this is pretty much the final product. Very satisfied with it for the most part. For setting up and instructions and following through with the build, I'd have to say it's probably going to take somewhere in the average of about 2 to 2.5 hours. I had a few issues because there was one part in the back that lifts the bed up. The metal piece they made a little bit too long, so it didn't spring load all the way. But other than that, I'm very satisfied with this. You can tell there it looks very real-like. It's even got the little tow hooks in the front. It's pretty nice. The mirrors, thought that was pretty nice there. Actual reflective material. Door opens. And then it's got reverse, 2.5, and then 5. And you can put a screw in here again just to set it at 2.5 if you want. And I'll start it up for you guys here so you can check it out. Kind of hard to tell, but these lights up here are flashing when you start it. You can kind of see that there. You hear the noise, the whistle, horn. Turn the noise off, turn it back on. And this neat little thing here, I guess for the battery, I think it works. Yeah, I think it actually does tell you what the battery life is, but haven't got to use that much to tell. These lights here on the roll bar actually do turn on when you hit the gas pedal, so that's a pretty neat little feature. And just like you've probably seen before, you can dump the bed back, put down the tailgate, put it back. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little vehicle. It's also very fast at the 5 miles an hour, so you may want to start your kid off on 2.5 until they get used to it, and then go to 5.5. There's actually one part when it got stuck and they put it in the 5 mile an hour and it made it right over that hump. So pretty nice. Again, just want to do a little short video so you guys kind of see what it's about.